So what it is, this is your man Tal Jones, my dog Astrid Chutwood. Mm-hmm. We got special guests in the building, episode 3, Bigger Than the Block podcast. Special guests in the building, we got big homie, Clay Hewitt.
Graveyard boy.
Other big homie, Andrew James, 3 a.m. What it is. So they were gracious enough to bless us with their presence. They got a show later on, but they decided to stop by and chop it up with us for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we gon' see what's going on in their world. You know what I mean? Anything you want to say before we get started?
Shit, man. I'm Astrid Chutwood, man. I'm a co-host of the platform, man. I'm just in the background. I'm spectating. I've been spectating.
For sure. Okay. So, I've been knowing Clay now, been going on like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? When I got back into performing, you know what I mean? Andrew James about the same amount of time. I met you before I met Clay, because you were at Tiki.
Yeah.
And then like the following week we were both all at La Herencia.
Yeah.
And then it was a good time. So y'all got a group called Graveyard Boys, or the alumni. Which one is it now?
Well, the alumni is basically the students of the courses that I've taught how to make money off of their music. Okay. And the Graveyard Boy is my moniker of the character you see online.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So how did that come about, Graveyard Boy? What does that mean to you?
Approximately like 2.5 to 3 years ago, I was in a car accident. I was hit by a drunk driver at a stoplight at about 100 miles an hour, and I got
You still here, motherfucker? 100 miles an hour?
That's exactly what he hit me at, and it was clocked. It was on video on US 19, and I guess police were chasing him, and he ran into the back of my Chevy Silverado at the time. Man. And thank God, by the grace of God, like I had a flat tire that was a Chevy Silverado, and the night before I couldn't get the tire undone from under a Chevy Silverado you have to use this bar that you put in and you turn it to drop down the tire.
Right.
Long story short, I couldn't get the tire down, so I just pulled over and called the dude to give me a spare. So we put the other tire in the back.
Right.
The next day I get into a car accident, but the two tires being in the back,
it kind of cushioned a little bit.
It kind of propelled me forward when he hit me. So there were two tires that were on the rim, so it hit it and it put. By the grace of God, I'm here.
Right.
But that's the whole graveyard thing, is that, I was hit by a 100 mile an hour drunk driver, and I'm here to talk about it.
Yeah, because you could have been in that motherfucking graveyard, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Bro, 100 miles an hour, shit.
I believe he was anyway, I think the cop said he was doing like 97 miles an hour, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was in the police report.
When that
was 2 years ago.
About 2.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago.
Okay. Is still here? Right.
Because all the footage is like just now, like I'm getting everything, because like it was even traumatic to like watch it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of shit happened during that time with my family. You know what I'm saying? And then like what happened to me in itself. So like just watching it and like trying to piece it all together and make it content. Right. It's hard in itself because it's reliving.
So you got the footage from that incident?
Yeah,
or you
man.
Just repainted in your head?
Nah, I got the footage, bro. I got like when I was in the accident, I was filming, bro.
Right.
Like I was filming. So you'll see me when the medics are trying to when the music videos come out this year, 2027. You're gonna see me in the damn car, my hands all bloody, like I'm still filming, bro.
Wait, so you got your own footage of this shit?
When the car impacted, I was filming, bro. I was live on the thing, like we live everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to my friends, my fans, whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm upside down looking at shit, like trying to get myself out of a, you know what I'm saying? Out of a bad situation, I guess.
Right. Is old boy locked up? Like he's still in jail? I mean,
from what I've heard is that he didn't make it out that accident. So
you made it, he didn't.
Yeah, I ended up suing his family.
Right.
Because from what I heard, he was I guess a nurse or a doctor at the hospital. He was a hospital, and he was too tired. He was tired of the wheel, and he was drunk as shit. So.
Drunk and tired.
So when I got to the people to sue them, well, my lawyers or whatever, we couldn't sue them. I had to sue his dad because it was his dad's car that he was in that hit me. So
You ain't sued like the insurance company yet, like
he had the same insurance company we had. Yes, I sued. I'm not going to say the insurance company.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get my.
Right.
I ain't trying to talk about my case, but yeah,
Right.
I sued his insurance company.
Okay.
You better sue the best person.
So did you get that settled? Like, is that done, or you still going through that shit?
Yeah, I'm going. That is settled. What I'm going through now is when I was in the hospital, and this is all on film too, which is crazy. It's going to be in the release of the docuseries. The hospital that I was in malpracticed, so they put me in this vest, this compression vest, where you're supposed to have, you know, your back like straight.
Yeah.
They put it on me backwards, so it formed a hematoma. Like literally, like imagine like on a human body.
It actually made you like built different.
That and it formulated a blood pocket the size of a 2-liter bottle of soda on the bottom of my back, bro. And like I was just at the point of like my mom was like, if you don't take that shit off, it's just probably gonna kill you because that's a blood clot. So I ended up cutting the shit off, and then
Yourself?
Yeah, I told my team I'm not putting this shit back on because I was sewn in that moment. What you do is you put it on, and then you Velcro this way, you Velcro this way, and then they got these strings that you pull, bro, and it's supposed to like pull your
like
back,
straighten you up,
right?
Yeah.
Well, when I was in the hospital, they put it on me backwards, so I'm straightened up with the bar that's supposed to be on my spine in my face. And when you see the dudes wheel me out the thing, you see it on me backwards. So I just gave that all to the lawyers. I said, "Man, what the fuck are they doing over here?"
I'm saying, did you sue the hospital?
Yeah, I'm suing for
malpractice, right? Yeah, that's
so like in the mix of all that, like, you know, the traumatic from that and the incident occurring, like, I know you from music.
Yeah.
I know you from music, but I never really heard that side of you. Never.
Yeah,
I never knew you was in the car accident. I never knew, like. And just looking at you, I couldn't even tell. You couldn't even tell, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell.
You know,
you walk straight, you move your arm, your ligaments good, like you can move your neck.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Do you still like rehearse that shit?
Honestly, God, in like every day, the pain is there. I smoke a lot of weed, bro. I ain't gonna try to lie to you. I smoke stupid amount of weed, like every day. You know, it's not even like I can, like I probably anywhere between a quarter and 14 grams a day. You know what I'm saying? Just because. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, you ain't smoking.
Oh no, I can't smoke right now. No, exactly. Yeah, I feel you.
I just hope you don't got. I hope you don't get the urge to smoke.
No. It's for me. It's like when I'm alone and I'm dolo. Like I get my workforce. So when I wake up in the morning, I wake and bake. I burn. So I got my medical marijuana card. And I just use medicinal marijuana to like, because they gave me all these medications, but I'm not gonna front. Like they gave me all these medications, and like you'll see the videos where I'm literally walking through the hospital. Like I took this time to, when I was hurt, I said, you know what? I know how to shoot videos my damn self. So I just set the camera up on anything I could set the camera up.
So you filming
I was filming it, bro. When you see these videos,
I want to see that footage before you show everybody.
I'm telling you, man. All this shit is online. But the thing is, I didn't get to roll it out because of like the rehabilitation process. Like I'm sitting in a bed, you know what I'm saying, for 2 years plus years, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get up out of bed.
You sound like that girl that I can't think of her name, but she was a photographer. She done gained a lot of weight. You probably know her too. I don't know, I can't think of her name. Some banging, some shit like that, but like damn, like
yeah, I broke my back in 2 places. I broke all my ribs. I broke my lumbar and my thoracic spine. If you look at my face, my teeth penetrated my face. My elbow.
You still got all your teeth?
Yeah, in the back, they broke. In the back, they broke because I bit down. You know what I'm saying? So in the impact, because I was holding.
When you finna crash out, just let everything, let your body be free.
Man, that's easy to say.
I didn't know that. I tensed up.
I know that, but I'm saying, when you in the moment, you ain't expecting shit. Your natural reaction is to, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
You never expect nothing though.
Because all I saw was lights. There was lights in the action. There wasn't even like no time to react. You know. What the doctors were saying is that my internal organs in my body, I took the brunt so hard, but I was stopped in like this. Like with my hands, because I seen them coming, so I looked up and I saw lights, so I embraced. They're saying that the impact caused some type of G-force. If you understand the G-force, let me see your water bottle for a second. Check me out right quick. That's what happened. So when the car hits me, boom. If the water is my flesh, like my flesh, this is what happened.
Yeah, all that shit.
It's separated from my skin. So my skin.
God damn.
The reason why I was so hurt was because the hit was the water. Imagine the water is my flesh,
Right.
and this is my skin.
Yeah.
They say that it separated me from my flesh, bro. When I got hit, because I got hit with such a G-force, or such a. It didn't
impact.
break me through. I wasn't bleeding, but my internals got hit so hard.
Yeah.
I was internally bleeding.
I wonder what's my crash like that, cause I don't know nothing from my crash. I was in a crash too
When?
before I went to jail. That's the reason I went to jail. It was a car crash.
I ain't been in a car crash since. Well,
Yeah, man, that's the moniker. The reason for the moniker, the Graveyard
Right.
Boy.
Graveyard
like
Boy,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm alive.
So
and-
I'm gonna after this question here, I'm gonna just let you take the floor, bit, bro. With you know, like the process of you going through your crash, you know, like you overcoming it, you know, popping your shit, you know, right, like while you're still in the mix of hurt, the trauma that you still go through today. Like what is something you can tell, like, you know, you done said a lot about what you went through, but what is something you can tell like your peers that you thank me for?
you do that every show.
Yeah.
He did it in his interview yet.
I thank them for the community shit. You know, like, because they didn't let me. They didn't let this process go. Like to be real with you, I'm a father first. You know, and I'm a son. But this music after the accident kind of brought me closer to my family because my family came around to, like, you know, support me a little more than normal because I needed it. You know, so I guess I thank people for the community shit of seeing something that's happened to someone.
Right.
Like prime example, what you just said. Yo, I know you from music. I don't know you from that accident. So for people to know me for who I am rather than for me to be up here playing a victim, you know what I'm saying? I'm still playing a superhero in my story and telling people that even though you go through something in life, I'm hoping that my story can teach people to not just be thankful for what they go through, but continue on their path to
Look forward to the future.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you would do.
like the fact that you can look at me and say that, hey, Clay, I didn't even know that you went through that accident and see that, and that for me is like the fact that people see me for my music and they don't know me for my pain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
what you want.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thankful
You want to
for.
be known for the music.
You know what I mean?
Not from a crash.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have all ended there, realistically.
Like Kanye.
That
When
part.
he first, you know what I'm saying? Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Look back at that crash, but now look at what he done since then.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's the progression.
Right.
You ain't let that crash hinder you from what you had.
That part.
Your inner self.
That part.
Yeah. So where you from, Clay?
Originally, I'm from the Bronx, New York, Bedford Park and Marion.
There you go. There you go. BX in the house.
Yeah. New York.
Yeah. So, at what point did you come to Florida, though?
I believe my mom came out to Florida in the early, I want to say early 2000s. She left New York City and came out to, I believe it was Coral Springs, Florida. That's where she moved.
I was down there.
Yeah.
Broward.
Yeah,
Broward County.
Broward
Yeah.
County, yeah.
That's where I'm from. Yeah. I was
That's
down
why I
there.
said that's your stuff ground.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, look, you might call it out a screamer, but that's how you don't harm that.
Look.
I went to Pompano High.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of Pompano, but I went to school of choice. That's where they sent the bad kids.
Right.
Yeah, that's where they sent me to the school of choice.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Pompano High too.
Yeah, you know, shout out to all South Florida. You know what I'm saying? Broward
Do
County.
you still got supporters from back then? From back then?
Probably high school. I probably got, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and I ain't even trying to get myself in trouble. I probably got a few females.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
They say that they would have never thought that, because I was just a kid rapping in the lunchroom, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So when
right.
people see me now and they see, like, wait a minute, he going on tour, he
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
shows, he got music out, like,
Yeah,
they saying I took this and made this a career rather than just a hobby.
Right. Yeah. Same
I
shit.
could say this: a lot of your people from back then, if they ain't follow you from what you say, like third, fourth grade, then,
Right.
If they wouldn't even know it's you.
Right.
They
They're
wouldn't
probably
even know
right.
it's you. Like your school teachers probably wouldn't even know it was you.
Probably right.
How old is you if you don't mind me asking?
36.
You're 37. You're old brick.
Yeah.
You're old brick.
Yeah, man.
You better pop your shit.
I just got a young soul, you know what I'm
You better
saying?
pop your shit.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like the accident made me younger, and I say that because, like, mentally, like Everybody like, yo, why you do 2-3 shows a night? Why? I'm like, bro, what you mean? I was sitting up for 2 years, 2.5 years. I wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to show people what I have
Building that shit up,
and what I got already on deck for them to listen to.
Right.
I got to give them a reason to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Big Dog Andrew, you over there quiet. Where you from, man?
I'm from New York originally.
New York. Long Island?
Yeah.
Okay. Long Island and BX. Okay. At what point did you meet Clay?
All right, so I started going out to the open mics in October of 2024. I was about to leave my job. I was just tired of it. I write music about it. I'm not really going to get into it. I'm just going to get into the basic stuff.
Right.
I used to start going to like Kava Culture, and I met, I started meeting people, who were running other open mics, such as a man named Andrew Golden. He was hosting a open mic called I want to call it the Hemp Spot in Tampa, and this is where I met Clay. And at first, I didn't even know who Clay is. I mean, he just comes up to me and says, "Hey, I'm Clay. This is check out my Spotify." I'm like, "Who is this guy?" I'm like, So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll subscribe to him." And then I kept bumping into Clay every now and then, around 2025. And then he came.
Your face.
Clay be everywhere. That's what it is. Clay be everywhere.
And then around March, April. He came to Matt Schiller, and he was talking about these courses. So I went up to him and was like, "Hey, I'd like to know more."
Yeah.
But I didn't. But then after that, I kind of like disappeared for a little bit because my dad was, he was on his deathbed. So one night I went out and I saw him again. I said, "Hey man, I need help." He's like, "What do you need for music?" "No man, I
need life help. I need help."
My dad's about to pass away.
Yeah.
I'm suicidal. He took me outside. "Come on, let's go outside. Let's talk, bro." And after that, we formed a friendship. And this is more to me. It's more than business. It's more like a friendship that we're always bonding through music. And now we have this band, the alumni. And I just feel like, I feel like first time in my life I actually have close friends, because I was always someone who was around a lot of fake people throughout my life, and I did not know who were my friends, and Clay showed me who my real friends are. And so that's why I'm so glad.
You found your community, you found your people, you found your tribe, you know what I'm saying?
And it took me a long time to find my own people. Because, I venture out a lot throughout the years, and I couldn't find anything now. And I was about to give it up, and I'm like, I found Clay in the graveyard, and now it's like I'm part of a family, a unit. I love this.
Do you have a big family here, or any relatives at all?
Yeah, I got my parents. Well, my parents moved down here in 2015. My oldest brother moved down here with his family back in 2013. So my parents like, you know what, we're going to move down here anyway. Let's put up the house for sale. The grandkids are down here, and boom. And the next thing I know, I'm like, I'm coming down here with you guys. So I've been down here since 2015.
Okay. How old are you, Andrew?
44.
44. Never would have guessed that.
The brown sugar dirt.
Right. No. Look. Shoot.
I just like to think young and just stay young.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But golly, Andrew, 44. It's all good. Bro.
I like these Sicilians. We got olive oil skin, so I'm so lucky I got that.
Nah, it's all good. That's cool, man. But okay, so you met Clay at the open mic. So you were doing music before you met Clay.
Yeah, I was working on an album called "Songs from Melissa," which is out. Yeah,
fucking Melissa.
Yeah, this is what started.
Right. Fucking Melissa.
Unfortunately, it worked. But I was working on an album, and I released that in May 1st, actually, of this 2025.
Okay.
So so I was playing music. I was doing all the open mic circuits around Tampa.
Do you feel like your music has progressed now that you're around Clay?
Yeah. I think there's other things I've been writing about. Like last night I just wrote a song for my dad called "In Silence," and I'll tell you one thing, it's a tough song to just.
So do you how you go about the process of making your music?
Me?
He got that guitar with him. He start with that.
It's just what I'm feeling. It's just what I'm going through. You know, it's just like I'm going through in my head stuff I've been through in the past. I mean, that's what I like about marijuana because that helps me a lot. Because it helps me.
Smoke him down.
I'll just lock in and I'll just start writing.
I feel like playing the guitar is a cheat code. Cause if you can play the guitar,
it's over.
It's over. Like you can always come up with a song. Man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? All the time, even if I don't have a guitar,
you just play one note.
Got the whole crowd quiet.
You know what I'm saying?
With any instrument.
Any instrument.
You can let it, like with a guitar though, it's like once again you play one note and you got the crowd attention. Now so that first note gonna get their attention.
Yeah.
Now what you do with that second note,
right?
It depends on if they exactly. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people come up to me like, "You write catchy tunes." I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know. It just keeps in your head.
Yeah, that's cool.
It stays in your head.
But yeah, so about these courses, you know, the courses came up a few times here. So tell the people about the courses. What courses do you offer that you would think help anybody?
I am a teacher of what we call the Graveyard Alumni, which is a 12-step process to ownership and understanding the small details of an artist releasing their music and understanding a roadmap through the music industry.
Right. That's the basis of what it is. And Andrew obviously is taking the courses. I took a couple courses. I actually hit him up earlier today because I'm like, yo, listen, because
talk to him. Talk to him.
I started the courses about a month ago. And then I was like, you know what? I don't really need all these courses. You know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff I can figure out on my own. But it comes a time, it comes a point where it's like, okay, you can figure it out on your own, but it's like it always helps to have that instruction manual.
There you go.
And he got the instruction manual. You know what I'm saying? So I hit him up like, yo, listen, man, I might need a couple more of them courses because it's just certain things that I knew about, but I didn't really fully understand that he helps, you know, in understanding those. So for any artist, like I told him before, the courses are very valuable, especially to those who have no idea what they're doing. If you are just starting out and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do step by step to maximize everything that I'm getting involved in, his courses will definitely show you the roadmap.
Yeah.
You know, it'll show you where you're supposed to start and how you're supposed to finish.
Yeah.
Now, what you do in between is up to you.
Right.
But this is where you start and this is where you're supposed to finish. So definitely the being a part of the alumni, it shows people that, you know, you have the knowledge, you can't be taken advantage of because you've done the research, you've done the work, and now it's time for me to put the work in.
That's right.
You know, so yeah, those courses are definitely for anybody who needs that guidance.
And it goes for poets, it goes for musicians, songwriters, as well as, you know, artists and MCs, because in realisms, it's not just the artists that rap. It's anyone that can put pen to paper and speak into a microphone. When you turn that audio file into either an album, a poem, or a sonnet, whichever you want to call it, and add a CD cover to it when releasing it, you can make money off of their words. And your words are what we're getting paid for when we go to these places. And so when I teach this because a lot of artists are doing open mics and a lot of artists are, you know, having certain allocations to certain people and they're not collecting all of their allocated royalties.
Right.
And this is one thing that I will say is that these courses are for artists to not be taken advantage of. And I see a lot of artists being taken advantage of via, you know, certain places that have open mics, whether you're not paying artists to headline or you're not paying artists to gain the right allocations or teaching them that they can gain these royalties.
Right.
I find that in 2027, I just want people to know, and I don't know which camera I gotta look at, but I'm coming for you guys and what that is.
Right.
Because that is the exploitation of what I find as our artistry and our intellectual property.
That is egregious.
And I really feel like there's someone in our generation that needs to step up and say, hey, you producer man, or hey, you manager man, stop taking advantage of that dope ass artist just because he don't know the knowledge.
Right.
And I'm gonna say that whatever camera needs to be said, because what happens is these artists just don't know the industry, and the fact is that they're getting taken advantage of. Now, what I feel is that we all deserve a fair shot.
Right.
Now, there's ways for artists, managers, and producers to work together to make money together. But when the artist doesn't come first, that's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the artist should know their royalties, and all of their royalties, their allocated royalties that they collect on everything.
Right.
And they should get first dibs on that money when it comes back, because when it breaks down to it, 50% goes to the producer, 50% goes to the artist, and the manager is just around to take some chicken out of that pocket and out of that pitch. And if he's not bringing nothing to the table, then tell me what his seat is there for.
Right. Exactly.
There you are.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's real shit.
I'm saying.
A lot of people don't have that knowledge, and the industry knows that.
Yes.
And they build their whole business model on taking advantage of those people.
Exactly. Taking advantage of artists that don't know the game. And when that happens, the artists are, mad and upset, whether or not the case is they have, at the end of their 10-year career, they don't have, royalties to sit back on. And if anybody wants to know what that storyline, what that story looks like, watch the TLC story.
Yeah.
The TLC story will tell you that, when you don't go out there and allocate for your royalties, when the money come back, it go back to somebody else.
There's plenty of examples of that.
And it's not in your bank account. And that's crazy to me.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Somebody takes your courses. They go through all the steps. They graduated to the alumni.
Yeah.
They got the knowledge.
Yeah.
How long, with all the information they have and they got all this stuff set up, how long would it take them to make $100?
That's all up to them. And I say that because me and every other artist in the industry are different.
Right.
I'm attempting the world record for the most music release in the world.
Right.
So how much my account garnishes is different from an artist that releases 5 songs compared to someone that's released 200 albums of music.
Okay, so let's just say you're starting out, right? You're doing the shows, you're getting the performance royalties. Mm-hmm. You got 5 songs out, so you're getting some streams, you're getting some publishing, right, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I would say, what should they expect from, like I said, those 5 songs, and then let's say that they perform 3 times a week?
Okay. They should expect a low paycheck. Because if you're going to work 3 times a week, and I'm consulting for these cameras,
right.
When you go to work 3 times a week, you're only going to get a part-time position. So when you go to work and you're working a full-time job, and you're understanding the overtime of this, you have to realize that everything you do, I don't care, it's down to a karaoke night. I'm going. Why? Because for y'all, it might be karaoke night. For me, I'm like, hey, can you put on that Clay Hewitt Money on My Mind? I'm a karaoke that. Now, in the mind of the karaoke DJ, he's like, and he puts it up on the thing, and I get out, I do my thing and get out of there. What they don't know is I'm going home and I'm taking these classes. And just because I went to that karaoke night down at the bar that nobody goes to, and there were 7 people in there, I'm still getting a paycheck that night. That's the difference. Are we turning our nights when we go out and we waste money, spend money in these bars, open mic, go out after it and get food, and we're not getting anything? Do that for 6 years and see where it gets you. Take my courses and do that for 6 years and see that you have a check after that. That's the difference. Is some people are going out there and being a non-profit, and some people are going out there and being a full-fledged business.
Yeah.
That's how I should be looked at.
I like that whole idea.
Where you see yourself in 5 years?
God willing that the world is, still at peace with what everything's going through. I'm hoping that I'm hoping to be someone making the right decisions.
I like that.
There's a lot of people that are in this world and we're making the wrong decisions and we're not preparing ourselves for what's to come. And I just feel like if we're not preparing ourselves for the now, when do you start? So what I say is I'm focused on the future. I'm focused on my community. I'm focused on being a better artist. I'm focused on making sure that these labels and that these managers, producers, nobody is taking advantage of any artist in my section, because that's going to be exposed. that is mandatory. The exploitation of artists across the board within 5 years. I want a light to be shined on what's happening to these artists and how these companies can be making millions of dollars and telling us that the music industry don't work. Well, if the music industry don't work, why are the managers, why are the producers, and the people behind these closed doors that don't have anything to do with the actual art pertaining to the art creation are making the money from this industry that is broken?
Right.
So
I remember a few years ago, Birdman did an interview. I forgot who he did an interview with, but somebody was telling him that there was discussions going around about it not being no money in the music industry. Birdman was like, "It's a lot of money in the industry." He said, "Whoever say it ain't no money in the music industry ain't in the music industry."
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think it ain't no money, that's because you not doing your business.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
There's too much money involved in it. If that was the case, if there's no money in music, why is the Super Bowl at halftime?
Right.
We're not sitting in silence.
Right.
You know
They got music playing. They got performances.
And if we thought about this just in life, imagine everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. Schools, commercials, everything. Just imagine life without music. Can you imagine watching a movie, a commercial with no music?
Music is a universal.
Going to the club, what are we gonna do? Just look at each other?
Nah.
Like, what would we do without music? So when they say that music is not a multi-billion-dollar industry, it's just how you sell your music. It's just how you push your brand.
Right.
So I think that within 5 years, I just see myself, trying to formulate the idea to become a multi-million-dollar individual when it comes to my intellectual property, knowing that the industry is not respecting you unless you got your EIN and you separate yourself from what you truly are. And I'll say it like I said it before. The world probably doesn't want the world to know this, but your social security is your EIN to the government and your business, and you're just a person in their business. Right. Maybe I'll say that to the people of the world and they'll listen to that when it comes out. And once you set your EIN up and you become an entity to yourself, then they'll start giving you the respect you deserve.
Where you learn all of that, Clay?
Say again, sir?
Where you learn all of that?
From the graveyard.
I mean, realistically, like, you have to. My mama told me it's not smart to be stupid. Shout out to Alicia Hewitt. You're gonna see this, I promise you, mama. You know what I'm saying? She just told me, she says, there's things that you're gonna go out there and do. And she told me, she just said, you just make sure that you go out there and you show these people who you really are, rather than who they talk about who you are to be. You know?
Right. True facts.
So, yeah, I think that the world should do some research and understand that you're a part of a business. And once you step away from that business...
That's a deeper conversation, though.
It's a deeper conversation, but in realism, it's business.
Right.
And that's what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
This is the music business.
Absolutely.
So if we can understand that what they're teaching you is wrong, so I'm going to give you a head start.
Right.
What you should do, artists in industry, artists that are in the industry, is start your distro kit underneath your EIN, so you don't pay the taxes that you pay with your social security number.
Right.
I'll stop there because this is a consultation.
Right. You don't want to have to charge the millions of people that's going to think. I need $1 from each of y'all.
But I'm pretty sure we'll put the link to how you can find me and my team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These courses are available.
Yeah, we'll put your link up so they can follow you and get that information. Andrew, where you see yourself in 5 years?
I mean, I just want to get better in this business, this music industry. I want to get better as a singer-songwriter, guitar player, but most of all, I would just really want to focus on becoming a multi-millionaire in 5 years.
Right.
Just like Clay's doing. This is a dream because I do not want to go back to the 9-to-5 grid ever again after being locked into this. So I see myself doing good things in 5 years.
So you've been focusing on music solely for the last couple of years?
Yeah. Well, 2 years.
2 years? All right. So
this 2024 was the time I really started writing music.
Right.
Before that, I just really didn't take it serious.
Right.
I used it more as do it as a hobby. Now this is like my job.
Exactly. Okay. So Melissa, let's talk about Melissa a little bit.
I was going to be in the hot seat for this one. No, it's good. It's good.
So Andrew James has a great song called, is it Sweet Melissa? Is it Melissa or?
It's all Sweet Melissa.
Sweet Melissa, there we go. and he plays it at pretty much every show that we perform at together. And he played it so much, I started singing along when he started. When I hear that note, I'm like, oh shit, you know? Fucking Melissa, but
That one.
So was she? How long were you and Melissa together?
No, she wasn't my girlfriend. She was a woman I worked with.
Oh, so you even?
She was co-worker.
So you wasn't even?
She was a friend of mine.
Co-worker.
Okay.
So I was always like,
You had relations with Melissa?
like a friendship. Like we always talk about music.
Did you have sex with Melissa?
No.
Okay.
I wish.
Oh man.
You wish?
No,
Okay,
never happened.
Okay.
But it was weird because like I was just always like me and her were just always good friends. We were talking on the phone, talking about bands that we like, and
Okay.
that was how we bonded. And then like I don't know, one day I just started having feelings for her. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm feeling.
Did you tell her about the film?
Yeah, I did. So you know that one song I write that I sing? It's called "I Don't Know Why." This is April of 2024.
Okay.
I write this song. I'm like,
Hold on. Don't tell me you quit your job for Melissa.
No, let me.
Ah!
So I sent her the song.
Go ahead.
I say, just listen to the words for what it is.
Oh, my
she
goodness.
doesn't even answer me. I'm like, damn.
Oh my goodness,
So-
Andrew.
I tried to.
Took a shot. Took a shot.
I literally tried to
Right.
get with her, but she became
Man,
very
you done
mad.
made a song.
She became
I want to hear the song. Let me hear the song.
She gonna play it later.
She became
I wanna hear
very
the song.
she became very nasty with me to a point she ghosted me, and I almost committed suicide because of that.
Damn,
But
Andrew.
I had to, so now I'm
So what happened after that?
So after that, I leave my job, and I'm like, I'm going to the music circuit. If I can't, because I tried to, because before that, my name was Alienated. I went through the name Alienated, and I actually wrote songs for Melissa, but it didn't go anywhere. I sent them to her, nothing. So you're like, you know what?
Where Melissa at now? Have you kept up with her? Have you Facebook, Instagram?
So listen, her name is really Melissa.
Yeah, her name Melissa.
Oh God.
Oh my fucking.
You want to hear something?
Go ahead.
You want to hear something crazy? I wrote a song called Newport Richie.
That's
This
what
one takes
Melissa
me like in
We
the
went to
area.
perform
Like,
Newport Richie. He performed Newport Richie in Newport Richie.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's also.
Hey,
Come on, man.
I mean, I'll tell you what.
That could be the anthem.
Come on,
man. Yeah.
And here's another thing. I was playing on Blueberry Patch. This one tells me she was over there screaming
Yeah,
because
damn sure.
of the what I was saying in the song. I'm like, you could have just came up to me and say hello.
Right.
You have to be like a narcissist over here and start screaming at my friend. you know what I mean?
So okay. So Melissa ghosted you. You leave your job. You go through what you go through. So you've not contacted Melissa since then?
I try to, but again,
You ain't learned your lesson, Andrew.
I'm looking for punishment. No, but that's why I write those songs.
Right,
because you know that's just me telling her how I felt. But now it's like, you know, my dad. You know, other things happened to me in my life. My dad died. You know, so now I'm writing songs about that now. So you know,
You got a picture of Melissa? She better be
You gotta have a
bad.
picture.
She better be bad.
just
She better be bad. No.
Okay,
don't say that.
time out. This is where I do artist prevention. Next question.
Next question.
Next question.
All right, listen. So Angela, Melissa had my dog Andrew sick.
Just ask a question.
Right, okay.
Who's my inspiration?
Okay. Golly. But I mean, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been sick like that over, you know, girls before in the past, you know what I'm saying? But golly, she took you through it, boy.
Oh yeah.
All up and through there.
All of it through there.
Yeah.
Golly,
All
boy.
up and through there.
Hey.
Motherfucker, man.
Hey, I just say this: it's a staple of music history now. So that's how I look at
He
it.
has
now.
he has made it your almost favorite song from.
Right, exactly, right. Team Melissa.
So it's catchy. And I'm waiting for the movie to come out, Melissa, so we can apply for a SIG licensing.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Hell yeah.
I see like a horror movie, and okay, we'll take it like this. Remember the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when they're driving down and they got the little Miata thing, and the radio come on? Put it like this. The radio come on, and it could be Ocean.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
SIG license.
I
SIG license.
can imagine. Ooh.
See?
A horror movie, right?
Yes.
But like, you know, you know, matter of fact, no, not even a horror movie, an action film. And it's a fight sequence where the hero is fighting everybody, knocking everybody out, and the song in the background is Sweet Melissa, because he's trying to save his girl Melissa.
There you go.
Oh, shit. Angie, you got some shit.
He needs that one. He
You need
one.
that one. You got to find a movie.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Who is the character trying to fight for Melissa? I got a song for you.
That part.
But hell yeah, okay. So, no, like I said, I mean, I've been rocking with y'all now for a couple months, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I've seen y'all do great things. Y'all seen me do great things, you know what I'm saying? We had the Mega Night Market
Yes, sir.
talent show this past weekend. We all did our thing. Y'all, the alumni, y'all got on stage, did y'all shit. Y'all had people throwing up hearts, you know what I'm saying, all the way in the back of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all were like, what, 5, 6 deep on stage?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who are the official members of the alumni?
Okay, so we have on the men, we have Andrew James, we have myself, we have Brian on sax, and Dan Densa, who is going to be playing electric and Erie Canal. So Erie is also, I mean, there's a bunch of people that have entered into the alumni, but actually performing with the Graveyard alumni on tour with us are those 5, 6.
So is it like a Wu-Tang Clan where y'all got members swapping in and out, or is it like y'all have a...
The idea is this. So when we go to open mics, and this is crazy because we formed this way.
All right.
We'll go to open mic and I'll call it swarm. What does it mean? We swarm the list. So if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us already on the list and I'm number 7, that means all of them get their
on time.
We're gonna start their royalties. You feel me? I told them take the class, come on. When I go do what I do, you're on swarm the list. You get your royalties. I do my song. Everybody gets on stage with me. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We all getting our royalties, but then we come together on my song as Megatron together, and we show them what we can do.
Right. Kind of like how y'all did at the CAC festival.
Yes.
As well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all each had time to
Yes.
perform your own shit, and
Yes.
then y'all came together at the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out to Poetic Prophet.
Poetic Prophet.
Yeah.
That the
Shout out
Creative
to P.
Arts Collective.
Yep. Shout out to P.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was.
Shout out to Queen Sheba too.
I think the festival's still going on, right?
It's a 10-day
It's
festival.
a 10-day festival, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had fun. We did our thing there. Like I said, right after that, we had the Mega Night Market. Now, I ain't gonna lie, last week was the busiest week I've had so far, and I had like, what, 5, 6 shows? But you said you do like 2, 3 shows a day.
Yeah. So Friday night we got 2, 3. I was supposed to book books for the show. A promoter called me and was like, "Hey man, you know I want to get you booked performing at this show." I said, "All right, let me check the calendar." I said, "But you know what's the budget?"
Right.
He said, "Oh man, it's just an open mic." I said, "All right, let me get back to you."
Right.
He should have thrown out a number because we got 2 shows booked out.
Right.
So my team is getting booked rather than just biting down on open mics.
Right.
Just because it's 5 people that are coming with instruments swinging. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
it's not just me being the artist and rapping anymore.
They know when y'all come through, y'all bringing a show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
It's gonna be, and you got all different types. You got Andrew with the guitar.
Exactly.
You got Dan Denson with the
bass.
You got
Saxophone.
Brian on the sax.
I got poetry.
You got poet. On the
Yeah.
men got poetry. And then you and Erie coming with the rap. So
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Look, I got a question.
Yeah.
He might have an answer.
You got an answer. I know you got an answer. When you know, like, we talked about the crash, we talked about the music, we talked about the alumni, we talked about all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What made you be you? Like,
What makes me
other
be
than
me?
the music, other than the crash, what makes you be who you are? What makes you significant about you? To you, what makes you you?
That there's nobody in the world like me.
Anybody can say that.
But I can match that. I can counteract that statement with I promise you can't find someone that's like me. And if you do, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy you say that because for the first time at the Mega Night Market, y'all was on stage doing y'all thing, and me and Mr. Gold was in the crowd. And Mr. Gold was like, "You know who you remind me of? Nipsey Hussle." I'm like, bruh, like. When he said it, I'm like, I don't know why I couldn't see it before. Nipsey fucking Hussle, like the way you think, the way you go about your business, and the way you perform, like I
You
feel
ready
like
for this? You ready for me to give you some game on your podcast?
What you think?
All right, so when you look up Nipsey Hussle, the Clarity video, I'm in that video. I was on tour in the pit filming for Nip before he died.
Video?
Yeah, before he died. And I was real close to the 60s and what they were doing.
Yeah,
and I'm not an affiliated gang member. I'm not documented on paper. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say that
you rock with who you rock with.
There was an altercation in the studio on the West Coast where I bought a blood member to a different blood member studio. There was an altercation. And that altercation caused, I'm not gonna say problems within two people's sets, but it caused drama because I bought a counteractive set to a studio that could have been problems if they, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, I told them all, I was like, I'm the engineer. I mean, you guys, what you want to do? You guys gonna beat each other up, kill each other? You gonna destroy each other?
Or you want to make some music?
Right. So, long story short, being on the West Coast at the time, I was with the label, and my homie, shout out to Dizzle Ja, because I will show you this, bro, and I will keep this documented. He told me to take my music and go home and just, you know, and we were living like at where the studio was for like, you know, 6 months, and me and him were just in the booth, and I recorded with him, and after recording, you know, we understood that what I could do digital, it's not they didn't like it, it's that LA respects when you do it not digital, when you do it the other way, analog. The big boards.
The boards, oh,
They want analog.
that shit,
So when I came over there, and I'm like, yeah, but I got this laptop though, and I'm smoking with it. They're like, wait a minute, 15 songs a day. Hold on.
Right.
So Dizzle was like, yo, you want when they leave up out of here, you want to go cook something?
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, come downstairs and let's cook something. So we get to cooking and making this music to what it is. Long story short, he convinced me to go home and put my music out on all platforms.
Right.
I put it out on all platforms. I hit 2 million streams on Spotify. I deleted all my stuff off Spotify because I heard that Apple Music pays you the most. So I kept 200 albums of music on Apple Music.
Well, quick segue. Apple Music don't pay you out of all streaming services, they don't. So actually, believe it or not, the person who pays the most is Napster.
Of course, yeah. Well,
Napster pays you the most. You know what I'm saying?
But we on Napster. You know
right.
I didn't take it off Napster.
Right.
I took it off Spotify because they were the lowest paying platform.
Exactly. And then outside of Napster, then you got Tidal.
Right.
Tidal pays
and
more.
we still on Tidal, so shout out to Tidal. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that Spotify was the lowest. So I was like, I'm going to take the lowest tier off and leave the highest tier on because if they're going to listen to my music, I'd rather you listen to it on the highest tier. And I will give you this. Shout out to Lil Russell, he get a lot of flack, you know what I'm saying, in the industry. When we chose to take down on Spotify, they hit me with I guess like a copyright infringement, and I'm like, well,
how the fuck?
I said the same thing, because if that was the case, where's my music at on Spotify, but why is it over there on Apple Music?
Right.
Still up on Apple Music. Go open my music right now.
Wait, who hit you with a copyright? Lil Russell?
No, I got hit with a copyright strike from. I'm signed up with multiple different agencies, collection agencies.
Okay.
So an overseas collection agency hit me with that, but I stated they were like, this is a copyright infringement for Clay Hewitt's music. So I'm looking at them like,
I am Clay Hewitt.
You feel me? Like y'all got it messed up on that side. You got to come on this side and understand who I am. Like I am, but because I rap as Clay Hewitt, Lord Boy, War Boy, The Graveyard Boy, and So Live as monikers that I have secretly set up on the internet. You can go look those names up, and there's music hidden under them.
Right.
Because when they saw War Boy featuring Clay Hewitt, they were like, "That's a War Boy song," which is Money on My Mind. But that's actually a Clay Hewitt song that I featured Clay Hewitt's voice, what they just picked up as, oh, that's War Boy's voice. So they kind of flagged me for using my own voice.
So
which
you
is crazy.
Basically
I'm 6 different artists.
When you go through the process of making your music, because to be honest, I heard your music. I didn't saw you perform.
Yeah.
I didn't saw you perform.
I gotta tell you a story about it.
But as of the people that just watch it, you know, I just got the question: do you auto tune or do you use a computer to actually make your music? You may write it, but do you use a computer to make your music?
Yeah, you have to use a computer to make it.
Basically what I'm saying, do you use an AI voice?
No, absolutely not. This is all Clay Hewitt.
It'd be his voice.
And it's crazy because I have
You would do that shit.
I know, but
you're a female that got songs that.
Well, check this out, and this is crazy because I would love to.
You probably can make big. Well, she do make good money off her music. That's not her voice. But it's high. Well,
2 seconds.
Mimic her
2
voice.
seconds, because here's what I want to do. I'm gonna jump up to call on homies so I can maybe co-sign the statement. So before the 200 albums, and I do want to get this out there because I have heard this tossed into the air. Well, what if Clay Hewitt did his albums with AI?
Right.
That is absolutely positively false. And there's websites that you can actually take my whole catalog and put it into the website and see if it was if any of it was AI. So that's first. Second, I did my music before AI was ever released to us.
Right.
If we recall when Dat Piff was around, I was releasing my mixtapes around on Dat Piff. So we remember the era of Dat Piff.
Yeah.
There was nowhere near the era of AI.
Man, rest in peace, Dat Piff.
Yeah. Okay, and so check me out. So when they canceled it, turned it, cut it
Shut
off.
that shit down.
So you ready for this? I had 100 albums on that. Dat Piff, I need my albums back.
Right.
Y'all deleted all of that. Y'all deleted my first whole world record off the internet. That shit was crazy to me. I had 100 mixtapes on Dat Piff, right?
That's a lot of music.
Well, check me out. They deleted it. This is what started the snowball effect. Once they deleted my music off Dat Piff was my catalog to put my mixtapes to show the labels, yo.
Exactly.
I'm like Lil Wayne type. I'm going Lil Wayne in the studio.
Right.
100 mixtapes. Look at this shit. When they delete it, I'm like, what do I do now? I meet Dizzle Job. Dizzle Job tells me fly home. Take all your music, drop it on a distributor. Learn the game. I'm going to teach you. 2 months later, I drop all my music on DistroKid. Next thing, I'm up 2 million streams on Spotify, and I got 20,000 monthly listeners. Then I got the word that, you know what I'm saying, like, they passed the lease. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, no problem. We're going to take that down. And I'm going to go direct to consumer. Shout out to Lil Russell.
Yeah.
We went over to even.biz, and I put all my 200 albums online for fans to pay me for my albums, whatever they want, just like Lil Russell did.
Even.biz?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you game. Look at you.
Yeah. Give it.
Look at you take it.
No, you ain't gonna lie.
Take a game.
Because,
get your game right.
Right. I've been trying to figure out how to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to figure out how to do some shit. Like, you done gave me some shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to drop gemstones for artists because I want you to know that it's cool to do these platforms. But if you think just because your music on Spotify, Amazon, and iTunes that you getting bags, they're playing you, bro.
But now,
they're playing you.
Let me ask you though, because I mean, we talked earlier about it. When you when you have your music on Spotify, you know, obviously Spotify is the most popular streaming service. It's the most accessible streaming service,
right,
outside of YouTube. But by taking your music down from Spotify, would you think, or would you say that you will be alienating a group of people who only use Spotify?
Not at all. Because what happens is when my driving funnel was not to allow people to listen to me at the lowest tier. Nipsey taught me you're gonna have to sell your product at the highest tier. Because if you sell your product at the highest tier, if I sell my product at $5,000, right? And I go out there and I stand on my 5,000, I don't care if 10 people buy it. 10 people just bought it for my price.
Right. Now, okay, now let me ask you though, by having it on other, because yeah, there are certain streaming services that pay more than others, but still none of them equal actual pay, like I got a CD, this person buy it, they hand me money. None of them equals that. You know what I mean?
Which is direct to consumer.
Right, exactly. So what I'm saying is by having it on the other streaming services, aren't you still selling it on the low tier? Because you aren't getting the full money for it.
Not at all. I'm getting double tier. Here's why. Because a person, if a person walks up to me and says, I'm gonna buy, that's a sale. Right?
Yeah.
Here's how I tell them, I'm not gonna sell, I'm gonna accept what you have. My music is on both tiers. Here's the thing. I only have 3 albums on Spotify. I have 200 on even. So you can be on the lowest tier if you choose, but if you want to accept
so you doing it like that. You doing it like, okay, I'm going to feed you. I'm going to give you crumbs on Spotify. But if you want the whole meal.
Are they not giving us crumbs on Spotify?
You right.
So when I transfer my fans over and I add them, remember what Nipsey said. It's pay to play. It's the pay to play campaign. He charged what? $100 for a mixtape?
Right.
I'm accepting what you guys will give me in process to what you want via even.biz.
Now, me personally, when I look at these streaming services, like you hear people talk, they complain a lot about streaming. Oh, they only pay us. Me personally, I look at it as just a platform, especially me as a coming up artist. I look at it as just a platform for people who don't know me to hear my music. Correct. So me at this stage, obviously every artist at different stages. Me at this stage, I look at it as I want my shit on all these platforms because this is just, once again, a place you can hear me. Right. You know what I mean? Now, everybody knows streaming, you know what I'm saying, even buying an album, that's not really where the real money come in. Right. Real money come in at the shows. So if you...
Front end or back end? Depending on who's asking.
Depending on who's asking, right. So if you hear all my shit on Spotify, and I only get a few cents per stream on Spotify,
Right.
but you buying tickets to my shows, either way I won. Either way.
Okay, so I never said we took down off YouTube and YouTube Music.
Right, true.
I just said I eliminated the lowest tier on a higher level, meaning it's there,
right.
but it's not there to hear my full catalog.
If you want all this shit,
you're gonna have to pay to play.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like you can't give everything for free.
You're right.
They give you a free toy with a Happy Meal, but you pay for the Happy Meal, right?
That's the
I'm
truth.
just making sure. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, Doc, it's 8:42, and you say I got a show at 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it was good that y'all stopped by and chopped it up with us. It's gotten to know a little bit more about Melissa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got to hear about these courses. Like I said, for those who don't know, we'll put a link to your information.
It's in my bio on Instagram. You can look at my bio,
Right.
and in my bio, there's 3 things that you can choose from. You choose either the Graveyard Alumni, or figure out who I am. And Apple Music, search Clay Huete. There's 200 albums of music, and ain't nobody ever did that in the world. Still waiting on that. Let's do this. Very hard.
All right, this is the Bigger Than the Block podcast, episode 3. We out.